Hey everybody, Charles here. Welcome to Backroads Living. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the possibility of more rioting going on in America. The president gave a speech yesterday, and I'm going to say what I kind of feel about that. So hang in there and we'll be right back. Hey everybody, Charles here. We've got in a new batch of flashlight tasers in our store at backroadslivingfinds.com. We will have a variety that changes colors from week to week. We rarely never know what colors are coming in, but we've got this fresh batch in this week, so be sure to jump over there and check them out before they get gone. As we've showed in other videos, these are great tasers. Some of them are charged by plugs you plug in a wall outlet like this, and others will be charged by your USB ports like this that you can plug right into your computer, or to a plug that fits into a wall outlet. And these are great lights, just like so. As you can see, the light is really bright. Great lights. They come in with a carry case right here, nylon carry case that you can stick on your belt. That you can see right here is a place to put it on your belt. They have their lanyard already with them to carry in your hand. They're just wonderful items, and especially for you ladies who may be out at night shopping, going back and forth from your car after dark, or out jogging, out walking the dogs, whatever you may be doing, that you may encounter somebody you don't want around you or don't want bothering you. If you stick this to them, get away or make them leave you alone. So again, thank you guys for stopping in and looking at these, and they are at backroadslivingfinds.com. I'll leave a link in the end of the video, so be sure and check it out. As most of America knows by now, our president gave a speech yesterday of about 46 minutes. A lot of people have named it Trump 46. Well, it's a 46-minute speech. So, in that speech, he gave many details of what he thinks and what he claims his legal team has found and come up with. All these speeches were dubbed as, by the fact checkers, that they were not factual speeches on all the social media platforms, which that's pretty much a normal thing. And in that speech, he gave none whatsoever. He gave no indication that he was going to concede this election. Now, at the beginning in the speech, I think it was, he said that he was more than willing to step down from office if he was beaten fair and square in a fair election. But he made it very clear that he does not feel like that this one was fair, and that he has no intentions of conceding anything right now. So we have been since November the 3rd, which is a month, and from that day till this one, pretty much, maybe the 4th of November, the mainstream media has had Joe Biden as president-elect of the United States of America. And there was an office set up that I had never seen any other president-elect set up. It was called the Office of the President-elect. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Not saying it's anything wrong with it, it was just first time for me. And I just don't foresee the president conceding at this time. And there's been more stuff come out today that I've read in the state of Georgia. There's been several things take place there that if those are true, and what's been said is true, that could very well turn that entire state around. And allegations that have been taking place in other states, such as Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona, there's more and more chatter about whistleblowers and people who are giving testimony to things that could make a huge difference in those states, that could even possibly turn those states around.
And if that happens, then, of course, Mr. Trump will keep his seat as president. And if he does, I would recommend that all my friends that live in big cities be prepped up, be ready to bug in or bug out. But be ready to do one of the two. Because if this thing turns around and the nation declares, and Congress and Senate declares, that Donald Trump will remain president for the next 4 years, the rights we saw, the peaceful rights we saw earlier, won't compare to what we're going to see next. Or I don't think they will. And there's a purpose for that. Now, there's so much goes on behind the scenes that we don't get to see, that we just wish we could be a fly on the wall sometimes and listen to all these people's plots and plans and hear all the evil things that go on, so we'd have an idea of how to warn people of what's coming. But we can't always be there, and we just have to kind of watch things as they go. And I've noticed that one of the things that politicians have done for years on both sides of the aisle, everybody tries to let on like it's just one side. It's not. It's everybody. It's all over both sides of the aisle. Politicians have always pitted people against each other. It's just amazing to me that in the day we're living, in the era we're living in, with everything that's went on in 2020, this year has exposed more to me about politics and politicians than all the other years compiled. I have actually been able to see more and learn more and understand more in 2020 about the politics and the politicians than I ever did in my entire life prior. It has been like an open book. Man, if you can't see some of the things that's going on and get it in your heart what these people are doing and what their plans are, you really need to do some praying and meditating on God and His Word, if you're a follower of Christ. And you need to do some reading. You need to do some research and look into some of these things. Now, I was asked, and this is the second time I've been asked in a week, if I would give my opinion on the Great Reset. And I'm not going to do it in this video, but I'm going to do a little more research on it. I know what I think, and I know what I feel in my heart. And what I think and feel has a biblical perspective to it. But I'm going to do a little more research on it and make sure my mind's clear on it, of what I understand it. The people involved in it, I know who they are, and I know what they are, and I know who their father is. So I will be doing something on that very shortly. And of course, as always, I'll welcome everybody's opinion and everybody's thoughts on it. But I just wanted to throw this video up kind of quick and tell you guys to keep prepping. We still have food on the shelves here in Kentucky. And the only thing we ran short on through all this whole thing was toilet paper and paper towels. Everything else was good. The last trip Sandy and I made to the city was 3 or 4 days ago, and there was toilet paper on the shelves then. It was real low. There wasn't much, but there was some there, and we did like we usually do. We picked up one pack. We just, we do what we can as we can, and we appreciate it. And let me say, I want to thank you all for your purchases. I want to take this time to say thank you and God bless you. Some of y'all purchased our flashlight tasers off of our website, and man, we appreciate that, because like I've told you before, we make our living online. What we sell and the advertisement we get from YouTube and from the other advertisements on our websites and stuff. That's how we pay our bills, and that is really, really appreciated. So I'm going to call this one an end right there. I just wanted to jump on here and kind of give my thoughts about how this election's going, and I could very easily foresee this whole thing being turned over, and seeing a ton of peaceful riots again with greater intensity than we've ever seen. And I really would, if I lived in these big cities, I would contemplate getting out if I could, ahead of this thing, because this could turn really bad really fast. Again, God bless you all. I pray that you know the Lord Jesus. If you don't, I pray that you seek Him, because He is the great, the pearl of great price. And once you know Him, there's nobody like Him. So everybody, just keep your head up, keep your ears open, and know that God's grace is sufficient for those that trust in Him. Be ready and be prepared at all times for all things. And we'll see you in the next video.